Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be going over my JKS trade. JKS reported earnings this morning. I'm going to show you how I used the VWAP to trade the reversal my way. There was actually two reversals on this one. There was a reversal to the long side and a reversal back down for the short. So let's get right into it. JKS reported earnings. You guys know that for me it doesn't really matter. I don't care if they were good or bad, what the company does. I'm here for a day trade and day trade only. I'm only here to make a day's pay and take advantage of the price action and momentum in the day. So I don't look at, you can look at the news, but for me it doesn't help me, and it kind of helps me, but it's not my main plan. So I want to go into yesterday's chart and see what levels might be um, important for today. So I just go and highlight some of these levels. So I already see right off the bat, it kind of gapped up a little bit, but it rolled back over. And I want a reason for this to give me a long idea. Just because it's gap down isn't an automatic long. Sometimes it could gap and crap, but it has to give me a reason. If you look at the 20-day chart, you can see it has some support at 56.50. So I want to see how this is going to act around the whole and $1/2 areas. So 61 obviously didn't hold, 60 didn't hold, 59 didn't hold, 58, 50, no, 58. Until it got down to about 57, you start to see it sort of bounce a bit. And I'm thinking, oh man, I should have gone long. But you don't want to try to catch these falling knives. You want to just let it play out itself. So as it bounced nearly a buck back into the VWAP, I started my position very little. I don't really like to trade pre-market so much, but everyone has FOMO once in a while. So I threw on 10 shares just to get a feel for it. And my 10 shares were working pretty good. And then I start seeing bouncing, went to 59. So I'm like, you know what? Let me throw on another 10 shares at 58.50, and I got filled. And then fast forward towards a little closer to the open, it starts kind of ripping. So I'm like, damn. But my main idea was, all right, I'm going to put on about a fourth or a third of my position pre-market. If the trade is working out well, I'll put on the rest size. In case it doesn't go well, I'm willing to cut it at the low of day. So it wouldn't have been that big of a loss because I was only in the third, fourth of my position, my main position I wanted. But here, it's basing at 57, breaking back above the VWAP. Nobody wants to stay short stocks breaking back above the VWAP, so it has to at least have a long, like come in thinking long. You can't come in thinking short. At least it has to give you a reason at least to do that, which it's going to give you later. But my main idea is blue line or orange line for the full-blown reversal, which this was. So now we fast forward to the open, and it's already ripping through 60. So I said 60. If it gets through 60, it's probably going to go green. So I see it rip through 60. I add the rest of my position there, and then boom, runs right to 62, nearly 63. I offer out a 62.50 and I get done. And then you see it run a bit more. I left some on the table, but that's all right. You're not going to catch them all. And then look at that. If you're long, you don't want it to break back below the VWAP. And most especially, you don't want it to go back into the red area. That's not good. That means the sellers are back in control. And that's when you could have taken advantage of the short position. I didn't take the short. I only took the long. But look at this nice action for both sides. And I can fast forward it and just look at the whole day. Boom, boom. Money for everyone to be made. Why own stocks when you can just trade the intraday reversals and make a nice day's pay? So you see the blue line is the regular VWAP. The orange line is the multi-day. This was too quick. I didn't even flip through the other ones. But if you look at the 5-day VWAP, it almost touched it, nearly. But it came back and tested the levels from yesterday. Like I said, I highlighted earlier. Could have put it out. Obviously, it's always in hindsight. You could make more. But this trade, I'm glad the trade really worked out to my plan. And you can see here, oh, my entries right there. Buy 10 shares, buy 10 shares, buy 30. Sold it at 62.50. Not bad. It's a nice quick trade. But this is how I use the VWAP to trade my reversals. Remember, nobody wants to stay short stocks breaking back above the VWAP. And if you're long, you also don't want it to break back below. So here you go. Like I said, look at the 20-day. It had a support at 56.50. So I'm here thinking, all right, let me look at pay attention to the whole $0.50 areas as it's coming down close to that area, and it ended up holding 57. So that's when I took my trade for a nice day's pay, and that's how I trade the VWAP. I'm gonna keep making more videos for you guys to see this, and I can't wait for next earnings season. I'm gonna show you guys a whole lot more examples. But don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.